2010 Mitsubishi Colt. This is the Ralliart, so the 1.5 turbo baby Evo, if you want to call it that. As you can see why when you look at the front, it's got sort of Evo 7.8-ish front headlights, bumper, grille and intake on the top. Quite an interesting little car. Like I say, 1.5 turbo with some Ralliart styling tweaks. So it's got the wheels and the arches, that front end, like I said. And then also has Ralliart front seats, this spoiler, the rear bumper with a diffuser, an exhaust, some Ralliart badging. Bit of a break from the normal quick hot hatch super mini stuff that you see on UK roads. It's not something you see very often. You definitely don't see them in black very often at all. Start by having a look at the bodywork. It could do with a good clean up, this car. It's been stood with us for a few weeks now, just in its queue to get cleaned up and stuff. We've given it a quick clean, but a good polish, a good Sunday afternoon will make a big difference on this. Looking at the front driver's side corner of the front bumper and everything, it does have a little scratch here, which you can just see. All four wheels seem to be in good condition, with 4 good tyres on them. Like I say, it does need a good clean. There's a little bit of muck there. On the driver's door, we do have, no, we don't, I'm lying to you. It's a bit of dirt. Wing mirror itself's all in good condition. It's nice and clean. It's not been sort of scraped or anything like that. They have put Colt wind deflectors on there, but obviously if you want to take them off, you can. A couple of scratches around the handle where someone's had keys in their hand, and there's a small dent on the rear passenger door. You can sort of see when I move the camera there. Good dent, man, I'll get that out for you, no problem at all. And there is a couple of scratches in the rear plastic. It's like a black textured plastic arch trim there. Again, there's a couple of tricks you can do to get that out with a bit of heat. And there's a couple of scratches here. But again, nothing major. It is a nice straight car. Obviously been fairly well looked after by the looks of things. Both rear light lenses nice and clean, no fading or any cracks or anything like that. This rear diffuser and everything's all good. It's good to see because I don't know where you'd find a replacement one. Exhaust sits nice and straight. Obviously Jap style rear plate, so a square rear number plate. And then you've got your Ralliart badge there on the tailgate. On the boot, all nice and clean, nothing really to complain about. The spoiler, it's nice and straight, nice and clean. That's not marked or anything like that. Same can be said about the roof. So no dents or anything in that. Obviously large black expanse of metal. You'd notice things. There is a very small dent just here. See there again. So someone's obviously landed on it. Bit of hailstone or something perhaps. Again, when your dent man comes out to sort the door out, get him to sort that as well. It's amazing what a good dent man can sort. A little bit of curbing on this rear wheel here. On your minor. Again, looking down this side, nice and straight. All the plastic on this side's good. Rear door, nice and clean, but there is a scratch here, which you can see. And there is a little scuff on the wing mirror. It's quite nice with sort of quarter light on the front. All the scut and everything's all nice and clean along there. It could do with a bit of trim restorer. Other than that, it's all good. Leading edge along the windscreen, there's no sort of stone chips or anything showing up there. Both the headlights on the front are nice and clear. They don't need polish or anything like that, which is always nice to see. It has a front mounting intercooler fitted there, as you can see. It's got a couple of little subtle mods just to make it zing along a little bit quicker. And it is missing this bit of plastic trim from around, like you can see there, from the fog lights. Now I did have a little look on eBay. They are just standard Colt ones, so you can just get them for any Colt with fog lights. So that's always good. And then again, obviously you've got this intake along the top, just like an Evo. A couple of little, very fine scratches on the bonnet. Guessing it's lived near a cat, I'm presuming. Might be a bit presumptuous, but that's normally what it is. Have a look at the interior. Take that key out to shut it up. So it does have a tiny little mark in the seat there, but other than that, all nice and clean. So you can see that mark a bit clearer now. I've moved back. All nice and clean, and there is a little bit of dirt there, which probably steam clean out, I would think. But it is a Ralliart front seats. So you see you've got your Ralliart label there. Door card on this side is all nice and clean. It's showing 98,000 kilometers, so that's just ticked over 60,000 miles. We do have a Japanese service stamp there, but I can't read it obviously. We will detail in the description what we've got in the way of paperwork and provenance and all that sort of stuff. Quite dark tint on the rear windows. Rear seats are all nice and clean. It's quite dark in the back, so you struggle to see, but there's no sign of any real wear or tear or anything like that. Backs of the seats are all good. So it does have the original airbox assembly. Should you want to put that back on, I'll show you what's been done in the engine bay in a second, but all in the boot's all nice and clean. Underneath of the tailgate, quite a large tailgate for what it is, quite a bit of space in there. A lot more than you'd think. And we'll have a look at this back, but you can't see a lot because it is dark, like I said. Door cards are nice and clean. Headlining's all good, there's no signs of any real marks or anything on that. Again, front passenger door all nice and clean. No sign of any real wear on this seat at all good. Dash is all nice and clean. It has had a fancy stereo in it, but that's been removed, so you would need a head unit if you want to listen to some tunes on the way home. Does have aircon. What else we got? Aircon, automatic headlights, obviously front fogs, which we've seen. Yeah, quite well equipped for what it is. We'll for some reason go the long way around to have a look under the bonnet. Don't know why I did that. Easy when you know how. Right. So under there you've got this sort of bright red Evo-esque engine cover. So turbo, like you say. 1.5 turbo. It does have a cold air feed on there. And it has been what you would call hard piped, which is quite cool. The welds seem to be quite nice on that. Someone's done a lovely job on it. Down to that front mount intercooler, which you can see all down there. But it's not Halfa's job. It's been a nice job that someone's done on that. If you're sad like me and look at welds and think, ooh, they're nice. Maybe it's just me, who knows. You do have a little strut brace on the front there as well, which is a standard fitting, I believe. But yeah, it's like I say, 1.5 turbo. It does get along quite well. It's nice and quiet when you start it up. It's not it doesn't scream at your ears like that. Excuse the dodgy camera, take steering lock off. There you go, start on the button. Quite happy. No smoke or anything out the back when you start it up. We'll give it a little rev just to double check. A little bit of steam there you got for it being cold, but other than that, nothing at all to worry about there. Like I say, it's been with us for a little while now. It always starts. It's been sat ticking over while it's been cleaned and all that sort of stuff. There's no overheating issues or anything like that. Turbo makes all the right noises. I have had it briefly down the road. Like I say, it's quicker than you think. It's an interesting little car. Really sensible guide price on it. Some of them are strong money on the internet these days. If you've got any questions, please get in touch. But there you have it, Ralliart Colt.